Hey, what up guys, this is Cody, and before this video starts, I want to let y'all know that I'm not going to be able uh, to crank this to max with bass blast on as if requested because I've been having an issue with a few of my neighbors, especially the one across my street, across where I live. As you can see, if I open this door, she's currently right now home, right there, but basically, she's very strict and she works third shift and stuff like that. And she's been threatened to call the cops after playing music. So I'm not going to be able to blast this. It's just not going to be possible without her calling up. I'm really afraid she's going to eventually call the cops on me if I did it, because she's actually been threatened to, but she's been telling my parents or something, one of my parents saying she's been hearing noise music, or every time I crank my stereos or anything any loud music up, that she's been threatening to call the cops because she can't sleep and disturbs her sleep, because I heard that she does work third shift. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to crank this to max, and same goes for my Giga or anything that has a very strong bass. It's just not going to be possible because I don't want to get in trouble, and it's a $450 fine if the cops are called, and I've already been shown a warning before. And I live in a city. I'm not living in the country, guys. I live literally like just an eighth of a mile from Walmart, and I'm in the city limit area. This is a dense neighborhood, and there's a lot of there's people and around, and I got like houses around here, so I can't just simply blast stuff like this at max volume. And I've already talked to cops before, and they said even doesn't matter if it's indoors or not. If it's indoors and it's still disturbing the peace, they can still call the cops and you can still get in trouble for it. And now, if this was out in the country, or if I was walking around near neighbors, I would most of my videos would be plenty enough to blast it, and I'll probably be having most of my videos blasting music. But because I live in a city area in a very dense neighborhood, I just can't simply blast stereos like this at max volume. It's just not possible without getting in trouble. And I'm afraid she's going to call the cops if I do. So I'm not going to be able to even blast these anymore. Like the time where I think it was almost 2 weeks ago, I had my Giga sound at volume 20, it was at max volume. I believe she was complaining at that at one point. And the only time I can usually make videos, or at least get to a Westcott, is usually on the weekends because I am working. Now, she does work. I'm not even entirely sure what day she's even off or something, but when she's home, she does not like music at all, and she's my main problem because I'm not trying to be a bad neighbor to her, and she lives literally just like 60 feet in front of me, so, and I don't like to just be a bad neighbor and stuff, so I'm not going to do this just to get a fine, and it's a $450 fine if I do, if the cops are called. And she's been threatened to. She's already called cops on other people, like people across from up there, just across the street from where my parents live, that used to blast music twice, and cops were called because of, I believe it was her who called. I don't know, if, or it could have been the other guy across the street, I don't know. But this neighborhood, I can't just simply blast music like this, or at least with strong bass like that, because it's just disturbing the peace, and it's a city law or something like that, and I just can't do it. Now, if I lived out in the mountains or away from people or went nearby, then I could simply do that, and it wouldn't have to be no problem, because most of my videos would have been like that. Most of my videos would have been had my stereos or all my speakers nearly, if not at max volume, almost all the time every time I post. But because I'm in a city, I have to limit that. The only reason why I was able to post that LG video of volume 30 with bass blast on is that's because that day she was gone. She was not there, and sometimes she's there, sometimes she's not. I don't know. I heard she does work third shift, so she is probably sleeping during the day. So that's why I can't simply do that. Just to let y'all know. So I'm sorry. I just don't want to get a fine. And it's a $450 fine if I do, if the cops are called. She's already threatened a couple times, and I just don't want to get the cops called. I'm not trying to be a bad neighbor, and I'm not getting in trouble for this either, because I don't know if they can take your stuff or not, if it happens too many times. I don't know. But I'm just keeping it safe because I paid too much for this, and I just don't want to get in trouble, and I'm not trying to be a bad neighbor. So that's all I'm just trying to tell y'all, is that I can no longer blast these stereos at that point, like my LG is probably going to be no more than 18 at most, and my Giga same, no more than 18, because I can't go past these volumes without disturbing her, and I'm pretty sure it's been disturbing her here these past times. She just recently told my parents that probably a couple of days ago. So, and I had my sound box at one time outside, and it was probably about half volume, and she complained about it, saying that it needed to be turned down or something. She couldn't sleep. She could hear it over air conditioner or something. I don't know, but she just doesn't like that music type. She does not like it at all. So that's all I wanted to tell y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and start the video, and I'm just, like I said, no more than 18. I am not trying to get the cops called on me. And she's home, so I don't know if she's even sleeping or not. She probably is, because it is Saturday and she does work on the weekends. So just to let y'all know about that. But I will still play that same song that was requested. I just can't play it at max like it was like was asked, because it's not possible. Not in the city, especially with neighbors who don't like loud music, especially loud noise. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and start, and I'll just play this song for y'all at 18 with bass blast on.
We said this when I talk my homies in the 5.0. But bust this one down like this. Here we go. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising, yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising, yeah. Cruising. 5.0. Cruising, yeah. 2 a.m. on some Branch Express. I put the motherfucking 5 to the test. Cause I wanna know just how fast it goes, so I keep the fucking pedal to the floor. And then I slam into overdrive. My homie looked down. Fast. At this speed, there's no room for mistakes. Put off the gas pedal, onto the brakes. Oh shit, here comes the FHP. And I know that these blue lights are meant for me. But if I pull over, my ass going to jail. So I said, what the hell, shift the third in the bell. Nice calling for backup on the radio. And I'm thinking to myself, where the hell can I go? So I exit Sunrise down to University. If I make it to the ghetto, it's history. Now I'm at Sunrise with Martin Luther King. A high-speed chase like a movie scene. BSO and PPD and FHP put out an APB. I'm doing 140 in a 45 zone, and I'm just 2 blocks from being home. Which way did he go? None of them know. They still looking for the purple 5 vote. Yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Yeah. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. When it comes to my ride, I take no shorts. Engine modified by Thunder Arctic Sports. GT40, aluminum trick flow, Vortec charger, piston by wise code, 2 fuel pumps so I don't run lean. I only use high octane gasoline, all exhaust with no pads of course. BBK headers for the extra horse. My power plant, it ain't nothing new. A badass small block 302. I got it lowered, 1.5 inches from stock. Takiko cockpit adjustable shocks. 4-wheel disc, chrome 17-inch wheels, and in my back seat is where the freaks get thrills. Neon and strobe light just for show when I'm cruising in my 5.0. Cruising in my 5.0. Cruising. 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 Yeah. indeed, I got a need for speed. My motherfucking vibe board's just what I need. My ride, second to none, is Top Gun. For a late night snack, I eat CR once. 18 pounds of booster let loose when I'm running 5 rolls under the juice. Most cars I run can read my real tag, cause I'm always out front when I drive. But then a big block Chevy, nitrous heavy, offered 2 out front and said leave when you're ready. An offer I just could not refuse, cause I knew damn well no way I could lose. Smoked his ass, 5 or 6 car lengths. Bust the U-turn, collect my bank, and when I roll through checkers, of course I'm a winner. I eat a competition like a TV dinner. Cruising in my 5